Good morning, family. Welcome to Executing My Ex's Ministries Thankful Thursdays with your host, which is myself, Ashley D. It is yet another beautiful day that the Lord has made, and we shall rejoice and be glad in it. I am so thankful for this beautiful day. Great is thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new mercies we see, and I am so thankful that God has allowed me to wake up one more day to experience his new mercies. Listen, we are talking about overcoming our pride for the rest of this month. And I just briefly want to jump on and say that I am so thankful that life continues to humble me. And what I mean is, like I said before earlier this week, 1 minute we're up, 1 minute we're down. 1 minute we got it together. It seems like all of the plans that we have made and all of the things that God has shown us is actually going extremely well, and we're just living life to the fullest. But then there are also times where trials and tribulations come, and there are situations that we have to face and handle and really depend on God to help us through it, which is why we should never get to the place of being so prideful, like we're superior, like we're, above everyone else, or we have those moments of arrogance. We should never be that, because it could be me today, you tomorrow. That's something my dad always says every Sunday. It could be me today, you tomorrow. Today, it could be me that's going through some ups and downs, twists and turns, and it could be you tomorrow that's going through the same thing or something similar. So we should always be in a place of being humble, because, no one is perfect but God. No one has it all together but God. And so we should always just be in a place of embracing humility, because you just never know how life unfolds. We always say life be lifing, and it really does. I had moments where I felt like I was on a steady wavelength where, things were going well, work was going well, church was going well, my other activities was going well, EME was going well. But then I also had a season where it just seems like everything was in disarray. Everything was just out of place, out of order. Some of it was due to some of my decisions. Some of it was due because, some seasons were up with certain people. Like, a lot of things happen. And so you should never get to the place of feeling like, when everything is together, that, you're untouchable. Like, nothing can touch you. You did all this on your own. You're superior and have this whole arrogant spirit and attitude. We should never be that, because at the end of the day, life changes. Life could be unexpected. We always run into different issues and problems each and every day. So we should never carry the attitude and the spirit of pride, but we shall always carry the spirit of humility, being humble, and always recognizing that if it wasn't for the Lord on our side, where would we be? He's always there. Even one thing that I do want to throw in is the fact that a lot of times, people believe once you choose to walk with God, all of the trouble stop. No, darling, it continues to go on. If anything, you getting hit with more trouble, more trials and tribulations, because you're walking with him. But the great thing about it is we have him walking with us as believers, and he's going to continue to cover and protect us. He's going to continue to provide. He's going to continue to make ways out of no ways. And these are all the reasons why we should be thankful. We should never be prideful, but we should be thankful for his goodness, his grace, and his mercy, and continue to embrace humility, because with humility comes wisdom. And when we take on that wisdom, it gives us insight. It gives us knowledge on how to move out throughout our lives the way that God has seen fit for us. So today, I just want to say, because I could go on, there's so many things that are coming to my mind that, in regards to just not being prideful, because we all go through at the end of the day. We all go through. So nobody, and I mean nobody, should have the attitude of being prideful, being superior, being arrogant, in any kind of way, but we should embrace humility. We should be thankful and grateful that God is still with us. He looks beyond our faults and see our very needs. We should be thankful that life continues to show us that we need to be humble. We need to embrace humility. So today, I want to challenge you to always embrace humility, because it could be me today, you tomorrow, and we could be going, everything could be going well at the beginning and things can change. But as long as we continue to embrace humility and hold on to God's unchanging hand. Listen, people ask me all the time, how you doing? I'm just holding on. Like, I understand when our grandparents used to say that, I'm holding on the best way that I can. I'm holding on to God's unchanging hand. Listen, that means so much more now to me than it did when I was a kid and I used to hear it, because it is true. If we just continue to embrace humility, if we continue to just hold on to God's unchanging hand and completely run away from the spirit of pride, I promise you life would be just a little bit more easier. So I hope something was said to encourage you on this beautiful, thankful Thursday. Thank you so much for tuning in to Executing My Ex's Ministries Thankful Thursdays with your host, which is myself, Ashley D. I love you with the love of Christ, and I'll see you tomorrow for Freedom Friday as we continue to talk about overcoming our pride. God bless you.